On page 366A, we're going to continue to practice converting units of measure. We are going to work with the customary system and the metric system. And just below this, we will have to do some converting, finding the equivalent to the customary measurement, and also the equivalent to the metric measurements. Please go ahead and review these. Become very familiar with the customary as well as the metric system. So 1 foot is 12 inches, or 12 inches is 1 foot. 1 yard is 3 feet, so that means 1 yard must be how many inches? Because 1 inch, so this times 3, 36 inches. Okay? And 1 mile is 5,280 feet. If I wanted to make this into yards, I would have to divide it by 3. Correct? Because 1 yard is 3 feet. If I want to have this in yards, I have to divide it by 3. There's 3 times the amount of yards here. Continuing. Now, that was length. Weight. 1 pound is 16 ounces. So a quarter pound must be 4 ounces. A quarter pound, 4 ounces, because it's a quarter of 16. 1 ton. A baby elephant. 2,000 pounds. And here we have liquid capacity. 1 pint is 2 cups. 1 quart comes from the word quarter. Okay? 1 quart is 2 pints, so 2 of these. And 1 gallon is 4 quarts. Continuing on with length. In the metric system, 1 centimeter is 10 millimeters. That must mean that in a meter stick that has 100 centimeters, there must be 1,000 millimeters. Remember the word mil, like in Spanish, 1,000. 1 meter has 100 centimeters or 1,000 millimeters. 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. 1,000 of these is one of these. That was length. Mass. 1 gram is 1,000 milligrams. So if you have 1,000 milligrams, you will have 1 gram. And you need 1,000 grams to make 1 kilogram. You see? And now liquid capacity. 1 liter is 1,000 milliliters. And 1,000 liters is 1 kiloliter. Okay, let's look at the bottom of the page from 1 to 3. Question 1. This could be kind of tricky, boys and girls, because they want us to tell us if we should multiply and divide. Usually, always, when we want to go from a smaller number to a larger number, we multiply. When we want to go from a large number to a smaller number, we divide. Question A. To convert from a larger unit to a smaller unit, such as from feet to inches, you should, when we have feet, okay, when we have feet right here to inches, 1 foot is 12 inches. I know that inches are smaller than feet. We're not talking about the actual size of the length. We're talking about the unit. We understand that this foot is a bigger unit than this. Okay? So we're going to go from this unit, which is in reality a smaller number, and this one is a larger number, because there's 1 here equals 12. So we're going to go actually from a smaller number to a larger number. What should we do? If you're thinking multiply, you are correct. From feet to inches. Every foot is 12 inches. So let's say I have, what would be 2 feet? I have to multiply it by 12. 2 times 12 would be 24 inches. So here our answer would be multiply. Next, B. Now we're going to do the opposite. To convert from a smaller unit to a larger unit. Now we have a smaller, like meters, to kilometers. Well, if I have 1,000 meters, that's 1 kilometer. If I have 2,000 meters, that's 2 kilometers. So we're going from a large number to a smaller number. What do you think we should do? If you said divide, you are correct. Let's pretend I have 3 1,000 meters. I should divide that, okay, so that I should divide it by 1,000 so I can get the number of kilometers. 1,000. I will get 3 kilometers. 3,000 meters is 3 kilometers. Okay, continuing on, for number 2, find the equivalent customary measurement. Go from inches to feet. We understand that each foot has 12 inches. So here we have 24 inches. That must mean how many feet it is? How many feet is it? Okay, continue. A, B, C, D, and so on. Use the customary measuring system up above and use the metric system above as well to solve these. We'll check these in class, boys and girls. Continuing on the next page, page 366B, we're continuing to measure, convert, and compare. On question 5A, 1 3/4 pounds or 28 ounces, which is more? Well, we understand that 1 pound is 16 ounces, and 3/4 of 16 would be 12. Okay, so it will be 12 here. So we have in ounces, what's 16 plus 12? Is it more than 28? Okay, you go ahead and tell me. Try that with the rest. Okay, boys and girls? And we will check these in class and try to make sense of all of them. For questions 7 to 11, these are all thinking problems. You really have to focus. I would recommend, for example, for number 7, try to convert all these into the same unit. You're working with yards, feet, and inches. You can convert them all to inches, or use a fraction here and convert them all to feet, or all to yards. But then you're going to have a decimal for each one, or fractions for each one, because yard is the biggest. I would do it the following. Let's convert them all three to feet. Okay? We have 0.75 of a yard. 0.75 of a yard. And let me make this bigger so we just focus on this exact question. Okay, decimal 75 of a yard, we can say is 3/4, right? It's 3/4. And we understand that a yard is 3 feet, which is 3 feet is 3 times 12 is 36. So here we have it converted already to inches or feet, if we want to really work with that. And we know that I had to, because these are equivalent fractions, I had to multiply the 4 times 9 to get 36, while we'll do the same to the 3. 3 times 9 is 27. Okay, so I will say that this right here is the same as 27 inches. Okay, 1.5 feet, well, 1 foot is 12 inches, and a half is 6, right? 12 is 6 inches, right? So 12 and 6 is actually 18. So I have 18 inches here, right? And or I can put IN too. And then I have 39 inches. They want us to, what do they want us to do? To put them in order from greatest to least. Okay, from greatest to least. Well, we see what we have here. Okay, we have 39 is first. Okay, 39 would be the first one. From greatest to least, 39 inches. Then we have 0.75 yards, and then 1.5 feet, which is just 18 inches. So what I did, boys and girls, was just convert them all into the same unit, inches, 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 and I was able to do it. Okay, try your best with questions 8 to 11. Remember that you can always go back to in the video and use the converting for the table that shows you the equivalent measurements for customary and metric system. Or you can also go to the back of your math journal. I'm trying to look for the page now. Okay, I found it, page 431, and you'll find on there the U.S. customary system as well as the metric and all the equivalents. You can use those to help you here. For example, number 11, we're reading how many, a recipe for chicken soup calls for 12 cups of chicken broth. What is 12 cups in gallons? And how many gallons are needed in the recipe if the recipe doubled? Okay, let's look at these in class tomorrow. Okay, boys and girls, I'll see you in class.